Okay.
We've been mining for 100 years, but it hasn't brought us any good. Ubesha arrangements now here with mining companies. If you are Ghana, Benya Muska Krabia 17%, 18%, 20%. Nkiti. Amakasa semui, me sense sudia. Say ye pen so ye feel say ye nya Addo ema oman no ntimi hihye ne man ye be benefit Ghana for there. Nka ye ma ye minerals no enhye fom. Na de amana ye west kra ne surface mining na abaso.
Okay.
And they destroy forest and vegetation. My background is environmental engineering.
All right.
Na me postgraduate abuchi. Inti I love greens and I love the environment.
Yeah.
Inti me who say me ko tu baby ni adwi ho sa na makoma. Because trees keep us alive. So,
yeah.
Na you see a interministerial committee.
Yeah.
So there are members, other members of the committee.
Yeah.
The question I want to ask first and foremost is opening in Nimunyam for Professor Frimpong Boateng. He was minister for 4 solid years.
Yeah.
I dear Hami Ogana Hana say, when people are in office, ne may be because no more because of position now or more occupying. Yempese beka. Sadly, wrong.
Okay.
And I want to call on all political appointees. Say, Bibi because now come out, ne jai. Uche na free or now can we are nan crofo epese because sema okano and no cre na oka and so na and crofo to 2 esi baby a enyesesi.
Okay.
But to come to this matter, me some time ago me can say me a civil engineer. Me training which they say what results ni hear me. It is ye Galamsey fight. Me the Joy FM 4 kofa samples of ensure ewo Ghana ha e the besi television so. It said why Milo. Enti nya action na ye no na media hear me say Galam stop o say the media the end result the eventual outcome no na hear me. Enti se akofa nsuo na nsuo no ahunu say dia na just Galam say no koso, which means the so-called fight against Galamsey no is not successful because the evidence is clear.
Yeah.
Me can't say I think me can Kwabena and baby say won't cry.
Yeah.
Enti, I would have thought say at cabinet level, not one minister to discuss issues affecting the nation. And so I never heard of anything coming out strongly say yes, your forests, your rivers are being destroyed. Even Ghana Water had reason to come and say, yeah, a bedroom baby no treatment of water for drinking Ghana has. And it means that the problem was going on there. I don't see why a techie in so long for us to bring this matter to the open when the evidence was clear. Say, the so-called fight against Galamsey was not working. I was clear in my mind from those examples. Now, rumors, and it didn't start only with this government.
Okay.
We've shared report no crying other
issues.
It is something that has been happening. Na nina jina say, young politicians. I think say it is time for us to press the reset button. Se mekasa ya understanding of public service any amanyo no SSSA. Eye binumu say ye ko aban mu a ye ka bi obi be ka bi no contribution no chop. Da bre ko aban mu a ye kodidi. And so ebinuma fan say enya ba aban mu pa ene wo party for the oho bia na makotwitwa. Eno so enya asem papa. Ye mpe no sa. Enti I'm surprised say such a report, it is not clear, say, was it a committee report? Because committee no me nipa omodos.
Yeah.
And they have a secretary, man, who's a secretary, no so out, saying something different. And all these things have to be established properly. Committee no area na jumano, where is their final report signed by every member of the committee? Okay. There were other cabinet colleagues, Omoka committee no. Say and sa report no so official report ni ho and a chairman no kwa so actually ni report so. What is the response of the other members of that interministerial committee?
Okay.
Because it was an interministerial committee.
Yeah.
So, and a secretary so about out, I say, all try so be debunk some of the things. Is the secretary telling us Ghanaians say, chairman no air report no, uni mo na.
Okay.
And now so uni mo on also the report on the work of that committee no,
Okay.
So these are the questions that should be asked. And it should be asked by all Ghanaians, both MPP and everybody. Because we are nationalists and we should be worried about what happens, especially with our forest and our environment.
Okay.
And me, I did a year, me na kakra say, the report was in 2021. Why it has taken 2 years? Yente report no. That is a worry for me.
Okay.
And if I'm president, I won't allow. I don't know. Say report need to come out president. Yeah, meaning.
Utie professor or submitted to chief of staff.
Well, until the question has to be asked of the chief of staff. When a can't say Professor Fimpong what NSR report? No? That's question number one.
Okay.
Was it the committee's report? Was it his personal report?
Jubilee our statement on the ban and say or no prof no personal report or the chief of staff. Ebre koba say we nya challenges with interministerial task force no muti no say as a Neduma Nkoso until we any opportunity ama we nya reappointment. It's on report or the committee of staff. That is statement from.
At time, a man no happen no a minister at the time.
Okay.
No, cabinet.
Yeah.
So were those issues, concerns brought to cabinet's attention?
Okay.
There were other members of the committee in cabinet.
Okay.
So with them,
yeah.
And it's a very complex matter. It's difficult for me to pass judgment on it because there has to be clarity. Say,
okay.
One, there's an interministerial committee. Who are the members of the interministerial committee?
Okay.
Environment Minister, Chairman, ETIAS, Secretary Charles Bisu. I'm told. And where are the minutes of the committee's meetings?
Okay.
And where is their final handover report? Timer, Minister no a free na kunyaso.
Okay.
All these things will help us understand the thing better without passing.
But engineer, obisa relevant questions, you know. Baby, I do say all these questions is around the report, you know.
Yeah.
But about the political game now. NDC a press conference, a bit more petition, Shraj, you know, there as a president, as women say on a president, currently then
Immediately.
Yes.
First and foremost, the important say, if I was president, I'll ask the chief of staff, time Ben Osaka report.
Okay.
And this is a serious enough reporter. Has it been brought to my attention? Those questions have not been answered. It is difficult for us to make a final determination.
Okay.
But for such a serious matter, especially if a dear minister no ebobo, a war report na they aba out into the public domain, I would have thought say the chief of staff immediately has to inform the president. Me, my presidency.
Okay.
So I know how things should function. It's a serious enough matter for him to have drawn the president's attention to it, and that there should have been urgent action on the matter.
Okay.
So, and for it to take 2 years, and look around because
okay.
The question is, was it chief of staff on her own volition, and or catch the minister and say offer report to Mreno, and now say president catch the chief of staff say catch the minister say me report,
and I prof na chirokoi,
and now say onuane chirokoi who was the report addressed to? Because when you are a minister, you are not appointed by the chief of staff. You are appointed by the president.
Okay.
Yes, the chief of staff is the head of all presidential staff, including ministers. And yes, you report to the chief of staff, but most importantly, you are appointed by the president.
Okay.
See, a lot of questions remain unanswered. It's very difficult for me.
Jubilee our statement, Prof.